Hi Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So this week, for your key to the week, you have the Wheel of Fortune. You have all of the blessings of fate standing behind you, permeating your entire life, right? So the key to the week is kind of filtering through all of these sectors of your life. And this is actually a great week. Remember, this week as well, there is a full moon lunar eclipse conjunct the South Node. And this is, especially if you're an ascendant Scorpio, this is taking place in your second house, right? So this is all to do with your money. Something is coming to an end or a completion. For some of you, this could be about a debt. For some of you, it could be about a burden. For others of you, this could be about a source of income or a source of revenue. Something about that is changing for you. Because you've got the Wheel of Fortune for this week, I kind of feel like it's going to be changing for you for the better. There's something about your finances this week that could be taking a huge upswing. So for your actions and your options, this week you get the Ace of Swords. This card came up for Libra in the same position. So this is something to do with your work, something to do with an opportunity that is shaping up for you. Now, I feel like this will come spontaneously for you. Now, for Libra, this was about something that was ending, whereas for you guys, this is about something that is beginning. This is about you being very proactive when it comes to your career. It's about you kind of saying, you know what, not only am I going to make my own luck, but I'm also going to create my own opportunities. I'm going to cultivate my professional life or ground so that I can start to lay some really fertile seeds. Whatever your ideas are at this moment in time, share them. This is a time to talk to your boss. If you've got a big idea for what you do, if you've got your own business, this is the time for you to get out there in a really bold way. I mean, the thing about Scorpios, you're very outspoken anyway. You know, even though still waters run deep, you guys are very, very, you know, you're very, and I say this with all love, but you can be very reactionary, but you can also be very tactful and very subtle when you want to. This is not a week for that. This is a week for you to speak up about what your big ideas are and to share them, you know, especially when it comes to your professional life. And as well, it looks like there is some opportunity that is shaping up for you when it comes to work that could really end up taking you, you know, in a completely different, or maybe even not necessarily a completely different direction, but certainly one that really enables you to grow and also enables you to grow large when it comes to your career and your career sector. For your communications and conversations, how weird is that? You've got the Six of Swords. Interestingly enough, Libra had these same cards in this same position. So I'm kind of like, okay, what's going on? For your so for your communications and conversations, this could be you having conversations with people that either live overseas. Maybe you're communicating with people that are at, you know, at a great distance to you, very likely to be foreign, you know, for people that are foreign to you. These are going to be people that you can bounce ideas off. Maybe you're, I don't know, maybe you're having some sort of brainstorming session. Maybe you're collaborating with somebody that works overseas or lives overseas. And remember, your Wheel of Fortune is here and it's kind of smiling on and blessing all of these. And your Wheel of Fortune is about those spontaneous, synchronistic moments that just kind of show up for you. Now, with your Six of Swords as well, it can also be about things starting to smooth over. My big piece of advice for you this week is if somebody comes back into the fold asking for information, this is aside from whoever this person is that's overseas, I'm talking about somebody more in your immediate vicinity. Just be very, very clear about what you are prepared to give in terms of knowledge and information and what you're not. For your money and materials, you have the Four of Wands, right? So you've got some great news when it comes to finances coming in for you. And it does look like for a select few of you, if this isn't a promotion, there is definitely some sort of news about your finances. So if you know, if you've got your own business, maybe this week you get a really good client, or you know, somebody signs up for a package of something. For those of you that are you know, employed or you work for somebody else, This looks like your employer might be saying to you, you know what, we can't necessarily progress you, but we can definitely give you a pay rise. I'll take it. Say, you know, more money for the same work. Hey ho. I mean, I'm no longer employed by anybody else, but that doesn't sound like a bad deal to me at all. So yeah, that's really, really nice. For your love and relations, you have the 7 of Pentacles. So for those of you that are single, this is really a week where you're starting to, it's more a case of this week, you're starting to really think long term about what you want and need from a partner. This will see you very focused on cultivating yourself and your own sort of environment and area, and it will see you really laying the foundations or the groundwork for you guys to really move into that space, right, of welcoming in a partner. Now, I will say this to you, it looks like whatever you've got going on, you know, work-wise, money-wise this week is really good for the now. But it looks like when it comes to the love life, you're very focused on, you know, what you're trying to build, what you're trying to create. One thing that I will say to you as well, this is not a week for you to mix business and pleasure, all right? In fact, this whole month is a no-go on that. Just, you know, that's what I said. For those of you that are partnered, this is really nice. I mean, look at this, right? It kind of suggests to me that you and your partner are thinking more about starting a family. For those of you that haven't got one already, for those of you that have, this is about you asking yourself now, is the area that we're in conducive to the kind of family life that we want? There's something about this that suggests that you're looking to streamline or simplify the life that you live. And also for those of you that are partnered, it does look like there may be a couple of options this week. Maybe there's more than one, but to be honest with you, because you're thinking more long term about what you need from a partner or a romantic sort of prospect, it may be that none of the suitors that show up this week are, you know, viable options. That makes it sound like a transaction, like no, they're not viable options, but it really is that. It's kind of like there's a part of you that's saying, you know what, you all seem like lovely people, but you're transient. What I'm looking for is something more secure and stable at this moment in time, because I'm looking for something that has a future, right? And that's what you're really kind of focused on at the moment. You're happy to do the work for it, but I feel like a lot of the work you are doing is on a very personal level this week. New opportunities or spontaneous happenings in all of these arenas of your life will be coming through. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.